Everybody, so I am cranking out videos today, and I got my Carmen lip buxom on. I love buxom lip glosses, and it just gave me a little bit more energy, so I'm just going to knock out one more box for tonight, and then I'll probably come back a little bit later. Maybe I'll do I got my glossy box as well, but for right now, it's little black bag time. Yay! Okay, so let me give y'all the dirt on this. And y'all see my plant died back there, right? That's how busy I've been. But anyway, I don't want to prattle to death. Lil Black Bag has been going through some drama, y'all. Some drama. Okay? So they changed their policy about a month ago. I guess because they were getting swindled. Because people could build their bags up. They start off with something $50. They work it up to $2,000. Then they send back what they don't want and they get their money. And Lil Black Bag was like, we ain't having that. So now me, I don't know how to trade like that. I don't think I got enough time in the day to trade like that. So I was so mad when they came out with the policy saying, well, instead of giving you the actual item value back for exchange, they were going to do some kind of percentage based on the total amount of whatever you paid for it. So I'm like, I sent back a $95 purse and you gave me back $50 in exchange credit. I was so salty about that. And so I didn't buy anything from Little Black Bag for the whole entire month of March. I was like, I'm not hearing it in March. I'm not hearing it in April. Y'all can go sit somewhere where the sun don't shine. I was like, I'm going to let my credit just marinate, basically. But anyway, about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, I think, I saw my email and they were like, okay, we listened to you all. We're going to give you the exact same value back. So if you send back a $94 purse, then you could be able to get a $94 purse. And I was like, that's all I wanted in the first place. I didn't want money back. I mean, who's going to be like, I want my cash back? I think that's an extreme measure. Me, I'm always happy with exchange credit. But anyway, y'all don't really want to hear all the prattle. It's 2 minutes in. So, little black bag time. And it's all things Tasha. Are you ready, y'all? I'm ready. So, this one actually turned out in a way, the exchange credit turned out way better than what I think I normally would have done. And you're going to see. Now, I had some credit. I think they gave me $55, even though I had returned over, I think it was almost $190 of merchandise. They gave me $55 in credit, and I was mad when I say mad. Because the purse was like $94 or something, and then I returned some jewelry, and I'm like, $55? That's not gonna work. I just wanted the actual merchandise back, something different. I didn't want money. And they janked me, y'all. They janked me. It was just so wrong. But anyway, they gave everybody whatever exchange credit that you had cashed in or redeemed with them. They decided to give people, I think, 50% or something of that back. So I ended up with about $89 of credit with them, which seemed to even things out and actually maybe on the better end of the things. So I'm going to show you what I got because you won't believe. I ended up only spending $23 of my actual money for this box. And you're going to be like, oh my God. So I guess in a way it's an investment from the last time and I was so angry. So because this box is kind of big, I'm going to set it over here. And my office is a mess because graduation has me on crazy. So the first thing is, and this was a clutch haul, I'm going to have to tell you. Little Black Bag, all I seemed to want was clutches. I don't have too many of them, and so yeah, this is the only actual item I traded for. Everything else I kind of just bought outright, or it was my first choice in my bag. But here we have it. This is kind of a golden bronzy kind of thing. And this is suggested retail value $68. And I think they had it on Little Black Bag for $50. And this is a hype bag, I believe. Yeah, it's hype. Okay. And then it has this like little closure like this. And let's see what the inside is doing. There's room in here. Oh, there's even, oh my gosh, there is actually a dust bag for this. So that actually is better than what I expected. And not as much paper craziness. But it does have an actual chain. Now, I did not think that this bag had that because they only showed it without the chain, so that's pretty cool. It's not very long, but it's enough to, you know, make it do what it do. And so I'll show you the liner. Nothing special or fab, but it does have a little zipper area. And then on the other side of here, it has enough space for maybe a couple of credit cards or something like that. So, you know, nothing major. I think if you had a small cell phone, it might fit in one of these pouches. So that's pretty cool. And I'm going to stuff this back again, which I thought that was really cool. My office is teetotally crazy. So I like this bag, and I'm thinking it's something that could be dressed up or dressed down. I have no idea where I'm going to wear it, but I know I didn't want jewelry at the time. I really don't, honestly, even though I've gotten some jewelry from Little Black Bag, I never feel like I get the value from getting too much jewelry, especially after my kind of last run through. I felt like some of the stuff I got, it wasn't really worth as much as what I would have hoped. So the jewelry thing, even though I will sometimes get it, it's not worth as much. And usually the jewelry is a result of just whatever. Now, here is one jewelry piece that I did get, and I thought, even though I don't think it's worth as much as they say, I thought it was really pretty. And this is a Catherine Stein piece. And I saw another person on YouTube with this necklace in her Little Black Bag haul. And I thought, oh my gosh, I have to get this. I just thought it was so darn pretty. And if you could see that, it's just so, so pretty. And I figured this would go really cute for the summertime. You could dress it up. You could dress it down. And I wasn't worried in this case about how long it would be because it seemed like it would be a really good size. And I like how this lays because sometimes I have a little trouble because I'm a big busted woman that sometimes when things aren't long enough, they don't quite lay right. So even though this would not be the blouse that I would wear with it, I like this necklace. So I'm going to take it off. Or maybe not. You're like, what? Okay, this is the most awkward angle on earth to take off a necklace, but I think it's very pretty. It's a Catherine Stein, so at least mine didn't come broke. Though there is one little link over here that is looking a little suspect. Okay, it's just out of order, but yeah. Pretty necklace, and I'm thinking this might be good for summer. I don't know, so we'll find out. I have a lot of things I'm delaying until summer. Can you tell? Yeah. So this is the only jewelry piece that I actually got, and I didn't even trade for this, and it didn't come in my original bag. I did this one as an add-on. And I wonder how many people do add-ons with Little Black Bag. It's, at least with the scarves, I think that's one of the things people run for mighty quick with the add-ons. But anyway, this is a smaller piece that I added on, and I thought this is irresistible. So it came in that little black, the little bag or whatever. But here's another thing that I did as an add-on. Because I wanted to use up all my exchange credit. I didn't want to sit it in there. And you're like, well, why did you use up all your exchange credit? Because I was like, I don't even know if Little Black Bag is going to change their policy again. So I'm going to spend my money while I can. Because if they change it again, I'm going to be upset. And I was just like, I'm not going to do it. But anyway, I got a Steve Madden crossbody clutch bag. And I think on their site it looks a lot more amber than what it really is. And even on camera it looks a little bit more amber. Now, this is not one of those kind of bags. It's flexible, as you can see. But I thought this might, because the chain is long enough, and a lot of people were complaining about that. But since I'm a tall girl, and I have a tendency to end up with clutch bags where the strap is just too short, and it doesn't work for my size or my height, I figured this would be cool. So, this is what it looks like, and it's just a flat envelope clutch. And I figured this would be cool for the summer with jeans or something like that. And the lining is just the typical Steve Madden lining. Nothing, you know, overly wow. There's room for like a cell phone and a couple other things, maybe some lip products and things like that. And then it has a zippered pouch right here. And so, yeah, I mean, nothing to die about. But I did like the kind of studying on this, and I'm probably the last woman in America to get this one. Because apparently Little Black Bag goes through seasons where this one is offered. I wanted the black on black that they had, but I wasn't able to get it or trade for it. So I was like, okay, no big whoop. I'm happy with what I'm trying to do is get bags that I don't have that color at all. I have a tendency to go towards black bags because I feel like black or brown bags you can wear with everything. And then I was like, well, I have a ton of black bags, and I'm like, I need some color in my life. I need a lot of color in my life. So I think this will be really, really cute. And it's the perfect size for me as a clutch. Now, some people thought it was a little too big for them, but for me, this is in really good proportion. So that's what actually convinced me to purchase it. Because a lot of times I get a clutch and it's just too little. I'm a plus size girl and I'm a tall girl. So the combination of those two things, sometimes clutches look like they're baby wallets on me. So yeah. And that's funny. I took it out the bag and now I can't get it back in. This is Adventures in Sleepyland, right? But there's still light outside, so I shouldn't be this tired, but I am. And last but not least, this is the Nila Anthony bag that I actually opened up my bag with. Now, Nila Anthony bags, I don't know, because they always come with that kind of California warning, this might cause cancer thing. I usually stay away from her bags because even though the other ones might have those ingredients, I don't want somebody to tell me that they do. It just scares me on to death. I don't know if y'all feel the same way or not. But I saw this in one of the Little Black Bag emails, and it was right around the same day that they announced that they were changing their policy again. And I was like, oh, thank God. So this one, it has this little California Proposition 65 warning. Chemicals known to the state of California to cause cancer or birth defects or reproductive harm. Just what you needed in a clutch, don't you? You know, a little hint of pretty with a little hint of cancer. Yay. Whatever girl needs. Okay, I'm being so silly and facetious. But anyway, this clutch in particular, it just spoke to me because I thought it was just so cute. Because this neon yellow that's running here, it's a straw bag. But despite it being made out of straw, it's not scratchy and rough. It's really nice and soft and supple. Supple is kind of a weird way to but it's not scratchy and rough, and I was expecting maybe a little hint of that. So it's a little stiff for a bag, but with straw you kind of expect that. And it has a little chain that comes with it, other than its little happy warning sign. And it's a pretty good size clutch. So it has the Nila Anthony, oh my, the Nila Anthony kind of little logo in there. And it's a really pretty blue sapphire lining. And I thought that was really nice. Let's see. And then it has just one little pocket. I don't know if you can see that. I left the paper in a little bit, but here's the pocket. And so this is a really cute bag. And it's not showing up as dark blue as it is over here. But this too, I also thought might go with a really cute sundress or like some jeans and sandals and things. And I'm hoping that this really would not cause cancer. That scares me. I don't like when my bags are marked that. I try to stay away from things that are harmful to my health if I can, you know. But it was a cute bag. It does have that weird kind of chemical smell, and I'm wondering if it's because of this kind of yellow neon thing going on over here. That could easily be the cause of the funky kind of chemical smell. But hopefully after airing out for just a wee bit, it'll be perfectly fine. So this is what I opened my bag with. And I think for the $88 of credit that I had plus the $23 that I spent, to end up with 3 bags, which is this one, the Steve Madden, which I've wrapped back up, and then the hype bag that I got, as well as some jewelry. I think this was a pretty good bag. I'm not the best at trading, but there you have it. So, little black bag. This is my, let's see here, my April bag. I got it about a week ago, so it came through. And I always spend an extra $3 to get the shipping done a little bit faster. Some people leave it the regular, and it'll take, oh my God, like 2 weeks or something. And you know what Sweet Brown says? Ain't nobody got time for that. So that was pretty much it. That is my little black bag. So we're done. Yay! So if you like, hit like. And if you love me, hit subscribe. And that's all things Tasha. Find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest. And bye.